right. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Welcome to our call. It is Wednesday afternoon. It is June the 7th, and it is our midweek kind of get-together call where we explain what's going on. Got my couple of people on the call with us today. We've got Justin, obviously, as my backup, and of course, today I have Paul on, which is talking a little bit about the influencers here in a few minutes. So welcome, everybody. Hope you're all having a great week, and it's the hump day, as they say. A lot of you are getting ready to go to bed, I'm sure, or getting close to the end of the day, and a lot of you are getting started on your day. So we sent out an email here explaining that we got some changes going on. Perhaps you've received the email already, or you haven't. So today is part of what we call our 24-hour marathon rundown. In our marathon rundown, we've made some changes. So going through them today to everybody. Obviously, people are still be getting on the call right now, so we'll go over a couple of other things before we get into all about the marathon. So first of all, guys, what we want to do is let you know about what's going on your own personal landing page. If you've been to your landing page in the last hour to 2 hours, where you are around the world, you will find that it is completely loading differently than what it was loading yesterday. We have completely redesigned the back end, not the front end. There's been a couple of things added on there. I'll quickly go over and show that to you now so you have that. Let me quickly do this and share screen. So right now you should be able to see this page. This is your landing page. You will see the way you would tell it's got the June icon on here that will open up. When you open that up, it takes it to another page. It leaves this site and takes them to another page. If you click on that, it will open up and it takes them over for the 2-for-1 video. That is now operational on your landing page right here. Additionally, there's word changing in a couple of different areas. There's a video of why you should join us. And of course, the 2-for-1. And then the last thing now on everybody's landing page is wait before you go into the main website, click here so they have the opportunity to go through, go and understand why for the doc entry. That's for the docker entry and the movie guide. So that's important to understand that when they do that, they fill in and they say, I want to be included in the Avazoo documentary or movie. So guys, just be prepared for that. It's going to be filled in and done. If for some reason you guys want to do your own test on the page, again, it's so important to make sure your first name and your last name is in the first category. So let's say, for example, it's Michael Giller, because I just looked up and saw his name. Michael Giller would go in here, but in the last name, it would be test, T-E-S-T. Yeah, I don't care if you put Avazoo test. I don't care if you put VIP test, distributor test, but it must have the word in the last name. It will mess up our statistical. So guys, if you want to do that, so if you go to your own page, the one thing you will notice, and I'll hit refresh quickly now, you will see the difference in speed of what you will have in the load speed. So it's gone from around the world where we were struggling around 30 to 45 seconds on average, where in some places like in Cairo, India, places we've been, we was as much as a 2-minute load time, depending on the person's mobile device and the bandwidth. That now has been changed. The back end program that was used to build the website and these pages, this is a program called Divi, and Divi is creating a problem. Therefore, what we have done is started from scratch. So Joyce right now has already got this page done, and then the Avazoo website page, this page. And the reason this comes up like this, guys, is my page is open, and then what it's doing is catching up because I haven't moved there. All this page also is a long-term catching up. So as loading speed-wise, that is being redesigned as we speak. It doesn't affect any sign up at this time, but it is being redone. So by next Wednesday or Thursday, we have the new site, which is to be replaced, the new site with new graphics. However, all the new backend will be completed the way it should be clean. So guys, make sure you check your own page here. click in there, you'll be able to go in there and you can see that's working. And again, if you want to do your own test. So I wanted to bring you all up to date on what's going on that. We're kind of actually very, very excited because we have a brand new program that we got about a month ago, and we've been tracking all of our track on the people, the heat map, where we go. And what we found out was, honestly and truthfully, if you look at Google, what Google says, when somebody goes to a website, they cut it down to 25%, then you come down to more 50%, a little bit more 75%, and bottom of the page. So Google says that from all the research that it does, it runs about 45% of people will get to halfway down the page. And then about 25% of people will get down to 3/4 of the page. And then you're into the low 8, 9, 7, 8, 9 to get to the bottom of the page. So ours is now tracking at 55% half to the page, and down to the bottom of the page, at 3/4 of the page, we're running 27%, and the bottom of the page, we're running right at 20%. So guys, what we're saying is our pages are keeping the information. When you look at our Facebook page and our posts, what we went out to, obviously, quickly go over to that. Oh, wrong one. We got a Facebook page, and you see what's been going on our campaigns. You will see that we are running in a real high level. If you look at the ad center, we are reaching out all around the world. I won't go through every one of them, but let's just say we pick on any one of these ads. We are getting the bounce ratio. So I'm just going to open one up to show you. Again, very open format with everybody. So if we want to click on that one, we're going to open the review and we're going to see where this one's going out to. Okay, so right now, location-wise, this one's going out to Kenya. So these are all going out to Kenya, different cities in Kenya, the post rate. The difference with the 3-second ad and running the post engagement, what that is when you scroll up and down on the Facebook page, you will see a video starts to run. That video is an automatic run under Facebook. You can't stop it. It just plays as you scroll up and down. It's to get people attention. We've had 11,361 out of them 27,000 people just got the 3-second run. The post engagement is people on it, and then 2,116 people have clicked through to our site. So what's happening is leaving from Facebook page, going over to our site, we're finding we have got a bounce ratio, which means it's not connecting and staying on our site, i.e. determining that we said, okay, well, what the problem is, people aren't getting to our site because it's bouncing. So guys, the deal is, we made a decision today, this morning in a meeting, we're going to hold off on the marathon until we get everything completed. Now, common sense says we already have on our site, if you go over to our site, we're selling tickets. If you click on here, you can find the video, etc., etc. Right, so we are still selling tickets, but what we are doing is making a couple of changes to the upcoming marathon. We absolutely do not want to take any chances, any issues being on a webinar marathon and then having somebody go and buy their ticket and they can't connect. So realizing what's happened is we made the decision this morning as a team, and we made already some adjustments in place. So what you're going to go through here in a couple of minutes is the adjustments that we are going through in place. But I want to do a quick recap of what the 24-hour marathon is. For those people who are joining in the call today, you have an opportunity by being here today and Saturday, you'll have an opportunity to receive a seat at the upcoming event for raffle. So when is that? We get that question asked. The answer to that question, and the only answer to that question, is when all 50 million tickets are sold. The quicker we sell the tickets, the quicker we turn around and have the event. However, that event is a 6-day raffle event, 3 days live and 3 days web-based. That event is going to have celebrities, going to have government officials, going to have some of you there, and it's going to be an incredible event where you're rubbing elbows with celebrities, government officials, other winners, all kinds of different people. However, we're going to give people the ability to be there at no cost. we'll sell them tickets to that event. We have guaranteed we'll have a minimum of 10,000 people at that event. We've done that because we're going to be streaming that online around the world. And to get that streamed online, we needed to guarantee a minimum amount of people. That guarantee is 10,000 people. The way we were going to generate them 10,000 people at the event was a couple of different ways. Number one, we were going to sell tickets. And number two, we were going to give up seats in the monthly bonus program where people can receive monthly bonuses. However, in Christmas, this past Christmas, we offered people the opportunity, have been very loyal to us, to attend that event at no ticket purchase. In other words, we would pay for your 3 nights, which is 4 days, 3 nights, 4 days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and soft drinks to be at the event. At the time, the value was about $3,500, and now we expect that value to be around $5,000. Why? Because on the concerts, there's a couple of people on the concerts that will be there. So bottom line to deal was it increases the price of the ticket. We will be selling a lot of tickets at the main event. Now, the goal is, and this is what it comes down to, the goal is to get you there. That's the goal. Why? There's only one simple reason. Whether you're a new player on the call today or somebody who's been around for a couple of years, you've been collecting additional free entries. In other words, you've been using the methodology of our game. And the methodology of our game is very simple, is that you purchase 1 ticket and you go out and do good deeds and you obtain additional free entries. And the free entry being the exact same number as your initial entry. Therefore, it doesn't cost the company any money, but it does increase your probability of winning. I.e., if you only have 1 entry and on day 1 of the raffle, the 6-day raffle, if the $10 comes out, your raffle's gone, you won $10, but you don't have any other opportunities as each day gets bigger and bigger. So guys, in a recap, that's just doing a quick recap. The event is a big deal. For you being on the call today, you have to come on today and bring a guest on, okay? And the guest as well can be a business owner. It can be somebody that doesn't own a ticket. They just need to come on today and Saturday. Now, here's the good news. We're extending them dates for another week. The reason being is because we've got to rebuild our website. We have made a business decision this morning that we're going to extend the marathon, the 24 webinar to a different day. And we're going to do a dry run marathon on the 30th of June. Okay, so let me repeat that. So on the 30th of June, which is a Wednesday, which is a Friday, beg your pardon, Friday is going to be the original date we kicked it off for 24 hours. We're not going to do that now. We're going to start it on Saturday, July 1st at 12 noon New York time. And we're going to be doing a 6-hour marathon to make sure the games work, make sure the sites work, and make sure you guys have some fun. And we're going to be doing a 6-hour marathon. It's a pre-run to make sure everything is good. And there's a lot of reasons why we're doing this. We've now got a lot of requests from people around the world, but we don't want to create a problem on a 24-hour marathon. In other words, people that are going to go into a game and they get confused and they can't sign up, and it delays the whole process. So this upcoming marathon we have on July 1st at 12 noon, we're reaching out to you as our existing players, our existing VIPs, and our existing distributors. Now, you can invite your friends on to that marathon. We hope you do. You can invite your strangers. You can even invite nonprofits, business owners, so they can see what we're doing. Now, remember, this is not for Avazoo. This is for 5 separate charities that we have picked. One of them being Operation Smile. Another one is St. Jude, which is the Kids for Cancer. Number 3 is Hunger Against Hunger, Kids Against Hunger, which is a very good one, which is all nutritions and everything else. And then we have got an Animal Foundation plus Aid Found. So there's 5 separate foundations. We will be doing a 24-hour marathon to raise money for them. Now, how do we raise money? So we made a couple of changes on that as well today. Okay, so the original concept is that the people would come in and buy a raffle ticket, pre-buy a raffle ticket, June 15th, next week. Now, still possibly make that date June 15th next week. However, we do, it could go back a few extra days, but the person will come in and purchase a raffle ticket, i.e. now today, the change. What they would do is they will buy a game token, That game token would be $1 per token. And then there will be packages. And each game throughout the 24-hour marathon, they will turn around and have 1 to 5 game tokens for each game. Now, that is the main 24-hour marathon. So I want to back up a little bit, not to confuse people. And we're going to have this all written up on the website so you understand it. But what's going to happen is on June 30th, which is now July 1st, 6-hour dry test, everybody that's starting next week on the 15th will have an opportunity to get free game tokens. So you don't have to put any money out of your pocket. You'll be able to go into the CRC. You'll be able to do a posting in there. You'll be able to go and post on the banners. And we're going to allow you to get free game tokens. Now, on average, there is 30 minutes per hour of games, which means in 6 hours, you'll have 6 half-hour sections of games. Typically speaking, that means maximum of 5 per game. That would be 30 game tokens for you to play in all of the games on July 1st, 12 noon New York time. So let me recap. So we're going to do a dry test, dry run, without creating any financial burden to anybody. Even though the money is going over to them 5 charities, we don't want you as our family to have to put out money twice. We'd rather you put out money on the main marathon, which at the moment, the date for the main marathon has been put back 2 weeks. So that means on July 14th is what we're going to be going out on the main marathon. July 14th is a Friday at 12 noon, and that will run for 24 hours. We'll come back to the main marathon, the main webinar, but we don't want you putting out money for the dry run and putting out money for there. That's too much to ask for. We want you to put out money on the main marathon, which is buy a game token for $1. 100% of game token revenue, 100% of game token revenue, 100% of game token revenue will go towards the 5 charities. The way it will be broken down is very simple. There will be one organization that will get a larger piece than the next one. So, for example, it could be 30% of whatever the pot is. If we raise in that 24 hours $100,000, $30,000 will go to charity 1, and then charity number 2 will get 20%, and then charity 3 or 5 will get the 10%. So whatever the breakdown is. In other words, every one of those 5 organizations will get a piece of the pie. The larger piece of the pie will go to what you vote on. So in other words, at the end of the 24-hour marathon, you will turn around and you will take your pick. Do you want to help animals? Do you want to help children with cancer? Do you want to feed the hunger children? Do you want to take care of natural disasters? Whatever it's going to be, you will pick on that. You will vote on that. And that's where the large money will go. That is going to start on July 14th at 12 noon Friday and go through to obviously Saturday, 12 noon on July 15th. Now, guys, we really wanted to push it back further. We are very concerned because of the type of the year where people going on vacations in Europe the last 2 weeks of July and the first 2 weeks of August. So we are doing it at that time. Now, this is going to run very, very smoothly. This is an annual event that we'll be doing. Avazoo will be the sponsor and will be the host of the event. But Avazoo is not collecting money. Avazoo is not the people receiving any money. What Avazoo is going to do is they're going to turn around and pay out all of the prize money that is going out to that event. So the prize money yet has not been decided for the main event. However, on the dry run, these are what the prizes are going to be. So you'll be able to get free tokens starting on the 15th. So next week, by going into the CRC, going into the posting banners, there'll be different things, and you'll be able to get your game tokens. The game tokens you get to each game. There are 2 sets of prizes. there is a grand prize overall, and then there is the second prizes, which are from each raffle. Okay, so the way it's going to break down is very simple. You guys will get the tokens on the website. You would turn around and say, I want to play in trivia, and I want to play in whatever the other game is they have, or other games. And each one of those half an hours, these games will come up and participate in the games. You'll do it from your own home, and you'll do it whether it's on a screen with us, if you opt to go in so people can see what you're doing, or we'll have a panelists that are going to be volunteer that panelists, which will look at it. If you win that game, you will win cash prize from $25 up to $300, depending on the game. So you're going to play for free, and you can win up to $300. Now, at the end of the day, if you have participated in 3 of the 6 potential games, what are being played, if you play in 3 of them, you will then be in a overall prize of wherever you fit into the category of winning. For example, if you win 1 of your 3 games and somebody else wins 2, that person is above you. But whoever's the winner of the most of the games, there will be a second set of prizes that go from $25 up to $500, and that will pay out the top 10 people. So guys, think about this. We're doing a dry run to bring you guys on board. We're doing a dry run so you can explain to people that you want to share this project with. You're going to get free tokens to come in and play in the game. You playing in the game, you'll get a full understanding of how everything works on July 1st. Then you will win money. Somebody's going to win money. There has to be a winner. Somebody's going to come in second and third. They're going to win money. Then if you played in 3 of the games or more, you will turn around and be in the overall prize where you can win money again. So it's a win-win situation. The knowledge that you'll gain off of this is going to be tremendous, because you're going to meet certain people. You'll have the opportunity to come on. You'll have the opportunity to see our influencers, your celebrities, legal, throughout that 6-hour dry test run. We're still going to have our attorneys on. We're going to have some business people come on. And if, for those of you who are on the call new today, each hour is broken down separately. There is 15 minutes for Avazoo to talk about its products, talk about whatever it's doing, updates. There is 15 minutes for Avazoo's guests, which are people like celebrities, ambassadors from countries, first ladies from first countries, all the way through to business owners who want to share their product and come on. So there's a 15-minute on each hour for a guest speaker. Then there is 30 minutes from each half an hour, which will be going out for the games. This will be done on the pre-launch, so you all get a full understanding on exactly how it works. We will be able to test everything, so we don't look like we don't know what we're doing for the following 2 weeks later in the marathon. We'll have networks, TVs, and people will be able to see the coverage so that they can join us on the main marathon in 2 weeks, which will be July 14th, like I said. Now, guys, we have a lot of people around the world that have already shown a very strong interest in participating in this, from business owners to some celebrities, to some government officials, to some influencers. Now, talking about influencers, at this stage, I am going to ask Paul to come on. Paul, are you on at this stage?
Yes, I am.
All right. Now, a lot of them haven't met you personally yet, due to the fact is you're pretty well up and going 24 hours a day all over the world. For those of you who don't know who Paul is, Paul and I have been friends for, I don't know how many years now, most probably a decade or close to it. Paul was in India with us, so most of you have seen him at the live event in India, or you've seen him in his video. He joined us full time. He's been with the company day one. With us about 5-6 months ago, I'm guessing, Paul, I would think, beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And Paul is head of internal operations, and Paul is external operations. That means anything out in the field. Well, because Sean has been going through his illnesses, Paul has actually picked up his work and Deanna's work up out. Paul went over to the influencer people that he met in Germany, and went and met to their office, got the whole ball rolling, and he brought on the company that's bringing on the influence. So, Paul, say hi to everybody and share a little bit about what's going on with influencers at this stage. I brought up the one for you, which is obviously.
Sorry, you broke up a second there, Dave. You brought up who, sorry?
I've got Jesse shown to everybody can see Jesse on their screen.
Yep.
So if you'd like to tell a little bit about what's going to happen over the future and if they're going to attend some of our calls or if they're going to attend the webinars, I'll leave it to you. Go ahead and share some information.
So the plan is that we've got 2 influencers have come on board. So you've got Jesse there. He's the biggest influencer we've got on board at the moment. We are in talks with several other influencers, but no one's committed to us just at this moment. So we've got Jesse and Indy. Indy is a model. He does all different types of fashion and things like that. A bit like Jesse. Jesse does more modeling and travel. So these guys are going to come on. They're going to be putting us on their pages. They're going to be talking about Avazoo. And we're looking to bring them onto the marathon as well. And they're going to give us a little talk about what they do, what they've been doing in their lives. And we're going to try and promote ourselves and them at the same time. So it should be, like Dave likes to say, at the minute we're just dating, but we want to marry these people.
Right. So, guys, so we're at day 1 yesterday of the influencers coming on board. The company that we pick with, maybe you can share a little bit about them, Paul, or I don't know how much detail you want to go in, but, they have millions and millions of people that are in the travel business and different things. I don't know if you want to share anything with them or you want to keep it quiet at the moment.
No, I don't mind sharing a little bit about them. The company's based in Manchester. They've got just under 40 employees. They're very big in the travel industry, but they also do media as well. So they handle media in the UK for national newspapers. And they help them build their presence up on the websites and social platforms and things like that. So this is a company that we could possibly do a lot with in the future. We're in big talks with them at the minute on how the Avazoo platforms that we use can help them and how they can help us build everything out across the world.
So, guys, there are a lot of influencers they have under their belt. Some will endorse our product and some won't, just like anybody else, due to what it is. These are the stars, plus we'll have more, which will be coming on. Good thing is, we haven't got it yet, but they will be on the dry run, which will be the 6-hour one, where they will be coming on, which means, guys, there's a great opportunity here for people to be recognized, seeing what's going on. Jesse here, this is his Instagram, and I know he has multiple different accounts. And what he does podcasts, YouTubes, travel, etc., TikTok. On this particular one here, 1.3 million followers. I don't know if you do numbers, any of you mathematically, but if we can get him to get 1% of his people participating in the marathon and then go out and share what we're doing, there are 2 great things going to happen. Number 1, we're going to raise some money for these foundations, not Avazoo, not a $1 billion raffle. We're going to raise money for these wonderful 5 foundations that we picked. We try to make it clear this morning on a management meeting that we want everybody to understand the event that we're doing is not Avazoo. Everybody on our company, everybody, lock, stock, and barrel, has a passion about doing something to help somebody in a way they can. So this marathon is an ongoing, once a year, just like other marathons have been in the past, i.e. Jerry Lewis. We're going to be doing this with the Avazoo. The difference is, year after year, as Avazoo grows and gets bigger and bigger, whatever we raise through the 24-hour marathon for the different organizations we're supporting, what will happen is Avazoo will match that donation. So if we raise $100,000 or 10 million, then we will match that 10 million or 100,000 and give to the organization. So this first one is really important we get it right. So what we're doing is 6-hour marathon pre-launch, because we don't want to go out on the main marathon and not have everything completed and smooth. And with the website setback, got to rebuild the whole website, which is typically 3 months work. We're going to get done in the next 7 days. And there's a reason why it's that much quicker is because obviously everything is written and the text is done and we know the layout. We just got to take it from A and put it into B, like change the engine from one car to another. So it's a lot easier for us. Joyce will have that done next week. So that puts us back a week before we can build the rest of the website for people to buy the game tokens. So guys, this is a blessing. This is good for the company and you. Okay, number one, we can do a run. Number two, everybody can see how it works. And then there'll be a 2-week window where people then can go out, contact the news channels, contact other friends, say, hey, listen, this is really fun. We had a blast. We won some money. Obviously, the price, the bigger, the 4-hour one, the prices will be higher as in prices. The cash prize come from Avazoo. Like, we will be the main sponsor of the event, and we will be the host of the event. However, we will not be the ones that collect the money. We will not be the ones that disperse the money. That's something that we're not going to do because we don't want to fall under the regulator and have everything regulated by Avazoo. So it's a win-win situation, guys. It's exciting. You guys will have the opportunity to participate in more ways than one. It's all going to start on Wednesday next week, where we're going to receive free tokens, and you'll be able to get up to 30 tokens for doing different things. So there's not a single penny out of your pocket, but you'll be able to then participate using them tokens in the games to play in that half an hour of each hour. The other 15 minutes of each hour, people like Jesse and other people will come on, including businesses. Now, some of you have got your own concepts and ideas, and you wanted to come on. Showed me an incredible advice that I absolutely fell in love with, and I haven't had a chance to talk to her about. You go and fill it up with water, a coffee container, or I don't know what you would call it, but you fill it up with water, and it's light for as much as 2 months. So if you live by the ocean, you can just scoop up some seawater, take it into the house, and literally you have light for up to 2 months. Pretty amazing, right? Well, that needs to get out in people's, people need to know about it. So what's going to happen is on each hour, this 15-minute window, businesses will have the opportunity to come in and talk about what they've got so they can share it with the world. So the first time around, that might be a little skeptical to people, not sure if it makes sense. So us doing the dry run, us doing this 6-hour marathon first, helps everyone full understanding, but it also helps any of them potential businesses who want to come on the 24-hour marathon to find out what's going on. And remember, they don't pay anything to come on to the marathon. All we ask them to do is commit bodies. And if their bodies don't make it into the raffle or to the marathon, then what will happen is they have to make a donation to them 5 charities. So guys, this is a, like anything else, you redesign things. I've told you all day one when you've met me in the past that when you think we got it right, I will then go back and see how we can improve it. This is one of the situations. The marathon is without a doubt something we've wanted to do for a long, long time, once a year. But we have now already tweaked it to make a big difference on how it's going to work. So we wanted to make sure you guys were all aware of it. Paul, thanks for coming on today. Unless you've got anything else you want to add, Paul, at this stage. I know we're working on the email campaigns. I know we're working on Facebook ads and Instagram ads. Anything you want to do at this stage?
No, I just want to say a big thank you for the warm welcome. I've seen the messages coming up at the side of the screen. It's a pleasure to finally meet you all, and I'm sure you'll be seeing me about every now and again.
You won't miss him, guys, because he was in my phone for about 5-6 years as Big Paul. I didn't have his last name at the time when I first met him, and I wanted to make sure I had his number, so I put his number in my phone, and I just called him Big Paul. And for years, I would just say, hey, let me get Big Paul on the phone. And of course, he's very talented at what he does, guys. You'll love him. You'll meet him at the event. You're going to meet him beforehand. He's going to be the person that does the outside events. So he will be traveling around the world. He lives in Manchester, UK, and he's capable of going anywhere, anytime, whatever's needed for Avazoo. So it's awesome. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it, brother.
No, thank you, Dave. Bye, guys.
See ya. Thanks. Right. So, Justin, we have some Q&A, I'm sure. I don't know if you want me to do a quick recap with everybody first, just in case they come on, or if you want to start on some Q&A.
Yeah, let's do a recap because I actually don't have many questions at all. So this will give people a chance to post some.
Okay. So, guys, so here's what it comes down to. The original marathon, 24-hour marathon, was going to begin on the 30th of June. We're not going to do that. Delayed that 2 weeks for the 24-hour marathon. In the meantime, we're going to be doing an independent 6-hour dry test run, which will start on the 1st of July. That means one day after. It's going to start from the original one. Instead of Friday at 12, it's going to start at 12 on Saturday. Inside that, we want you and everybody to participate. Everybody we got on the company. It's fun. People to get people, they can win some money, and they don't have to pay for any tokens. We have changed the name from purchasing a raffle ticket because it's too with Avazoo and raffle tickets and this event raffle tickets. People would do for the main event, they would have the opportunity to go to a website and purchase a token, a game token. A maximum amount of game tokens each game is 6. That's the maximum. A token will cost $1. For $1 into one, and $1 will go to the charities, 5 of them, and it will be broken up into a percentage of that dollar. The vote on the most highest will get a larger piece, not the overall, it'll just be a larger piece. The person that got the second vote gets a little bit less, the third vote a little bit less, the fourth. In other words, all 5 charities will get a piece of the dollar. Now, if you want to play more than one game and you want to play in, say, 3 games, you can spend $10 or $12 or $16 or $18. All of that money, 100% of that money will go to them organizations. This is for the main event. To make sure everything works good in the games, the testing, make sure that we are very production on track and it's nice and smooth. What we will do is a dry run on July 1st. Instead of you paying for tokens or donating for tokens is the better word, we're going to let you earn entries starting Wednesday, the 5th. By doing different things, posting a banner. So if you don't have a Instagram account, you most probably want to get one. We want to post banners about the upcoming marathon. And by you posting them, you'll receive game tokens. And then you'll be able to come in and play in the games. The games will consist of individually from $2,500 to $300. If you are in 3 games or more, then we're going to have the top 10 of them people in them 3 games who have won. So if you got first prize in 1 game, second in the second game, and a third in the third game, you got first, second, and third. Do that, you meet requirements to be in the top. If it is, because you got the best qualifications, there is a second bonus money. It goes from $25 to $500. And every part of that top 10, if you come in number 5, you will obviously get whatever the value of that prize is, number 5. So you can win some pretty good money from the different games. There'll be 6 games going on. 6 times 3 is $1,800. If you win the top prize, is another $500. So you can win up to $2,100. And all you got to do is post some banners telling people about the upcoming 24-hour marathon. So it's a win-win situation for you. You don't have to worry about putting any money, but more to the point, you'll understand how the 24-hour marathon will run. We are not the operators, the event owners. We are the sponsor. Avazoo is the sponsor and the host of the event. We will not collect any money for the main marathon, but for the tokens going out for the 6-hour marathon, Avazoo will put up those tokens. All funds will go back to the charitable organization. You can have businesses in here. We were talking this morning to give you some ideas. Some of the businesses that will be able to come in are people like car dealerships, your local doctors who want to promote this. And we have something very special that we're going to share with you on Saturday, what that doctor will get for promoting people to come on. So if you have a car dealership or a doctor or a hospital or anything that has a people that have a passion to help, then they would get them on the 24-hour marathon. When they're on the 24-hour marathon, they'll actually they'll have a promotion that they will be rewarded with, which you'll find out about on Saturday. This is a total win-win. There will be influencers on the 6-hour run. There will be some government officials, or 2 of them we're hoping to have on the 6-hour that have already agreed to be on the long one. There'll be some non-profits which will be on the 6. So you can bring in your business people to see exactly is it worthwhile to go forward. That's what's going to happen. Now, what's the glory here is anybody that brings in an existing player or member, player or member, or even somebody who signs up from now until the 1st of July, will have the opportunity to come to 2 live events and get a seat at the main event of the raffle, valued between $35,000 and $5,000. So there is a form that you have that Justin puts here, and he gives you a keyword, and that keyword goes in. You must enter that keyword in that form. As long as you've been on 2 live events, you or a guest will get that free seat at that upcoming event raffle. So guys, it doesn't matter which way you look at it, it's a win for everybody. We want people on here that are going to talk about it, that then is going to create more people to the call. We'll give up them seats at the end, and you guys make sure you bring on your friends. So whether it's Kelly bringing on Dave, well, Dave's got his own opportunity to come on. So Dave and Kelly can bring on a couple to the event because they can get them onto here. So on and so on with Elias or any one of you guys. So this is a very special call. And we're going to go through more stuff on Saturday. But one of the key ingredients on Saturday, what we're going to be introducing is, why would somebody want to promote and have people come to this event? For me, it's a no-brainer. You mean I'm going to come on and have a game, I can win some money, and my game tokens cost $1, and 100% of that money is going to go towards one of these 5 charities: St. Jude, Cancer, Feed Kids Against Hunger, taking care of elephants or dogs. It's a no-brainer for me. However, some people always need a little nudge or an excuse, and that's what we'll be doing, and we'll tell you on Saturday how they can get it. All right, there's a recap, guys. Justin will be putting in the form here where you guys can go in and put in the word, and then he'll give you that whatever it's going to be. In the meantime, if you let me know any questions, just answer them. If not, we will rock and roll and call it a day.
Okay, sounds good. I actually didn't come up with a word. I was going to think of something Golden Knights related, of course, to keep the streak going.
I know what we can do.
Go ahead.
Instead of it being a word, how about 3 wins?
3 wins.
The number 3 wins.
Okay, I like it. I'll post it in the chat.
If you're not into Stanley Cup hockey, you don't understand what Justin's about, but we are fans. And the Stanley Cup is going on right now. Vegas Knights have won 2 out of 7. They're on the way to Florida to play the 3rd one tomorrow night. 3 wins. We need 4 out of the 7 to win. So there you go. So there's the word, 3 wins.
Perfect.
Get in the form, guys. See, there's nothing you call about this guy. Come up with a word to know that you're on this call live, and you can do it. So, right. As Dave said, and David Falgate, like my brother, and I've not met him yet. But as he said, it's a no-brainer, guys. This is to spread the word. Anybody that's got any skeptical about Avazoo, you can take it all out. They're going to see this event going on, and whether we raise $1, $10, 10,000, 1,000, it doesn't matter. We've done the right thing to help out one of these charities. And we, as always, we're not telling people where to put the money. We're letting them vote on it so the money goes to the right place. Now, normally Elias would come on and we would give this a little bit in Spanish, guys. Elias is not on with us today. I know he had a fall on Saturday and he's got cut up pretty bad. Have some prayers. Did have some time with Sean yesterday. He was working on some stuff for us on a spreadsheet. He's lost some weight. He looks phenomenal. He's driving back from Colorado back to Arizona. And hopefully we'll have him back a few hours next week and a few hours the week after. So he's on the mend. Deanna is feeling a little bit better, but she's not yet back. And of course, Carol's had some issues, and it's been a horrible month for everybody, health issue, guys. So thank you for all the prayers, and thank you for asking about the team. And of course, our prayers go out to all you guys. Just if you got any questions, let's rock and roll. If not, we will see them all on Saturday.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we just have a few questions. One of them was, is there a form today? Which we just answered. So we put that in the chat for everyone.
By the way, guys, I saw you on here as well. Keith, you sent in an email about the app not working. Some of you in some parts of the world saw that the app went down. I pre-warned everybody on Saturday last week, no, the week before. Then I put anybody on the update call the app would go down. Turn it off and take it app store, turn it back on. But you should have seen that. But thank you, Keith, for letting us know. I don't know how come you didn't recognize that's what it was, but no big deal. We're up and running. We may have to do that again next week. We may not. The new site, if you go to your own landing pages, it's super quick now, super fast. It was the builder on that site that created the problem, and we are doing the main website. So by next Friday, all of our pages and websites will be on under the new build, and you should have very good speed everywhere in the world. We couldn't understand it. We kept upgrading our servers. We kept doing different things, and it come down to a program that was creating the issues. So thanks for your understanding, each and every one of you.
Okay, great. Actually, I got something from Kelly too. She, after we were talking about the testing of the new landing pages, she let me know that she couldn't proceed with her email address that she already had registered with Avazoo. So it's important that people know that they have to test with a different email address. It won't let you test with the one that you already have in the system.
Oh, okay. I'm not 100% sure on the one today. I know on the one last week, Kelly, 100%. I'm not sure if they've got that yet, but yes, it will be added. If you're going to test with the email, don't use what you've already got in Avazoo. Remember, you can only have one email address. So if you're doing a landing page for a test, you have to come up with a separate email address. You can't use the same one. Good catch, Kelly.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Kelly.
All right. She is awesome.
Okay, so our first question is, can I nominate a non-Avazoo member for the event and get him to join Avazoo afterwards?
So let me make sure I word it correctly. To get the free seat to come to the event, is that what you mean by nomination? I'm thinking yes. You don't have to get you. Let me back around Christmas. There were a lot of people who said, "Oh, I don't want to travel on my own. I got a wife. I got a spouse. I'm concerned of leaving the country." So we took advantage of your requests and added it to this now, saying that anybody you get on two of these calls so they can hear what's going on, they can come as a guest. So they don't even have to buy a ticket. We're hoping they buy a ticket. And I'm going to tell you something. I'll look you smack dead in the eye. That'd be very, very foolish not to have a ticket being at the event. Can you imagine what it'd feel like? You're sitting there and everybody all around you, names, Keith Fields, Ellie, Dave, all these names pulled out live stage, and you're winning, and you're the guest, and you're just sitting there going, "Oh my God, I wish I'd have bought a ticket." So I would tell you, I would think they would want to buy a ticket. However, they do not have to do that to get rewarded. They have to get on this event. They have to get on two of these webinars so they can understand what we're doing. And the goal is that they will go out and tell other people, and then they can join in the 6-hour marathon and get free tokens. So anyway.
Okay. Hi, Dave. I was a part of Avazoo, but for some reason, my profile got deleted. can I register again and be a part of the Avazoo family again and be able to participate in the games and so forth?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I don't know why you got deleted. So I'd like to make sure you get that name just. And absolutely, there were some files that got deleted under request of people. And anybody that I tell you on this call, I'm going to get in trouble now because it's on a recording. We were told to delete, and we've done everything we could not to delete people. And we reached out to them again and again and again. You might be in what they call the deactivated file. So if we get your name, number, but the answer is yes, you can re-register again. If it's just in deactivated, if you go to help desk, which is on our site, just click help desk, put in your question, and then player support will either get you reactivated or tell you what to do. Just, you could have answered that question better than me.
No worries. Yeah, I actually did look up his name. It came from Mark Quinn, and it looks like he's still in our dashboard or in our system. So Mark Quinn, if you're still here, I'm going to post the email address for our support in the chat so you can reach out to us and we'll help recover that account for you.
And what's the last name? Quinn?
First name is Mark Quinn and last name is Wenzel. Yep. Last name is Wentzel.
Okay. Cape Town, South Africa. Okay, so I don't see him being deactivated here, Just. He's a VIP executive.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that, actually.
Yeah, I don't see you being deactivated. That's probably what's happened. You have not updated your app. What you need to do probably is go to the App Store. You signed up using a Gmail account of Mark Quinn w3@gmail.com, and you signed up on a web browser. So what you need to do is go back and download the app and get the most latest app version and then do a password reset. I don't see you're actually out of our system, Mark. So, but check with player support if not, but that'll get you taken care of. There's no point in you going in because we can get you operational, and you right now have got holy mackerel, you got 797 entries. So starting from scratch, you would lose all those entries. You don't want that. So what you want to do is get this one reactivated. Guys, listen to what we're saying. Any of you out there got friends, relatives, strangers, people you don't even like, I don't care. If you don't like them, you know, we'll all love everybody. If they got entries, they're going to lose out. We don't want that to happen to people that have been so loyal, hanging around for us. So just get your accounts reactivated. Thanks, Mark, for bringing it to attention. Next question, Sean. Justin.
That's it for questions.
All right, guys. We're right at 5 minutes to 2. So we're going to wrap the call. If you see any ups and downs with the website's loadings, that is us. We made the decision. I didn't even go this morning get approval from the board or the regulator. We made the decision, and we're already working on it around the clock. We done a test on the sign-up form. So if you click on your sign-up form, you will see it loads tremendously quicker. It's in the seconds, not in the 30, 40 seconds, or even as high as 2 minutes in some third world countries. So guys, we appreciate everything you do. Get people on Saturday's call. It's going to be a blast, because what we've got for you for Saturday, that you can bring on somebody. Kelly, you're going to most probably love this. You'll be able to reach out to your doctor's office and say, listen, if you believe in these 5 organizations, we're looking for you to reach out to your client, and we have something very special for you. Tell them to join into them. So we're going to do a tool that the doctor at the doctor's office, or the car ownership of the car dealership, or whatever it is, we're going to give them a tool that they can make money. So we'll see you on Saturday. That one's going to be a good one. Man, I keep coming up with these ideas. Thank you, Lord. Amen. Right, what else we got? Justin, we done?
Yep, that's it.
All right, guys, be blessed. Love to each and every one of you. Health to each and every one of you. Please be safe, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday's call. And go Knights. Thanks. Take care. God bless.